What's going on, everyone? My name is TWID, and welcome back to the Average Gamer's Perspective on the first TWID of 2026, also known as This Week in Destiny. We hope you had a restful and recuperative end of the year, Guardians. Well, aside from pelting each other with snowballs to freeze foes to the bone in the Dawning's new Crucible Ops activity, good thing you could thaw out by Eva Levante's cookie oven and go on baking sprees, making tons of cookies for your favorite friends. Now that the snow's melting, we have one final Dawning gift to share, our first TWID of 2026. Celebrating your show-stopping Dawning creations and your seasonal Dawning fashion choices, stay on target with the Renegade soundtrack. Game to Give returns in a big way next week. New lights, learn what makes a Guardian. Let's take a look on what your fellow Guardians shared over the last 3 weeks. Delectable Dawning Creations. We said Lodi was in need of your seasonal baked goods, and you responded in force. Thousands of cookies, cakes, and gingerbread confections filled the hashtag, showcasing some serious skills and clever cookery. While we'll be gifting the Before Dawn emblem to lots and lots of fantastic entries, check your special deliveries. Here's a baker's dozen of highlights in alphabetical order. Before Dawn cake. Ooh, fancy. Dawning cookie set. They made the cookies. That's pretty sick. The Dawning snow globe cookies. Wow. Dredgen dough cookies. Oh, that's funny. A fallen baby cake. Aw, it's the baby. Gingerbread mouse droid. Ooh, it's a video. Look at it go. Oh, see ya. Hive worm cake. Ew, I am not this talented. The lament. Wow. That's a big ass cookie. Lodi sponge cake. Ooh, it's just like him. Peanut butter pumpkin paw print doggo treats. Aw. Praxic blade cake. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sweet and snowy emblem cookies. That's fun. Tharsis syndicate cookies with Vex milk. Wow. Fancy living. Thanks to all our Guardian bakers for their tasty treats. There were far more than we could feature in this TWID or on our socials, but each and every one was appreciated. Fabulous Dawning fashions. The gauntlet was thrown down when we asked you to design Dawning fashions that wowed the team and you. Guardians rose to the challenge. We've alphabetically highlighted a stylist's dozen, now a thing, of selections of the Felix Galaxy's I can't speak. Felix Galaxy's emblem is also on its way to a great many more. Arctic Explorer Hunter. Wow. Classic Christmas ornament. Goofy. Die Hard Dawning. Classic. Eva's new cookie oven. Experienced snow hiker. Wow. Fire and Ice Warlock. The hunters become the hunted. Local warlock tries baking for the first time. Praxic Blades of Glory. Renegade's Holiday Special. That's cool. Search and Rescue. Snow Cat and Owl. Snowman. Bruh. Sachet our way, fantastic fashionistas, and thanks for sharing your many, many emblem earning entries. Renegade soundtrack on YouTube. We had a special gift for you all this December. The music you've been swinging Praxic Blades to all month. Check out Destiny 2 Renegade soundtrack or enjoy the full album as a single YouTube video below. There it is. Little Lights, Big Heroes, Game to Give 2026. Guardians, it is once again time to rally in support of Little Lights. The Bungie Foundation's annual Game to Give fundraising campaign runs from January 12th to the 29th, and with it comes an awesome set of 90s anime-inspired in-game incentives and another opportunity to show the gaming world the power of our collective light. Along with earning some epic rewards, we'll be spotlighting real Little Lights patients who your support has helped supercharge into heroes and whose courage and joy prove what's possible when Lightkeepers stand together. Head to Tiltify today to set up your fundraising page. And tune in for our streaming marathon featuring 200 plus Destiny 2 content creators starting at 12 a.m. Pacific on January 12th. Wow, game to give. Check out this year's incentives and get a complete campaign rundown in our Game to Give deep dive article. New player guide, Your Guardian. Our updated new player guide for Destiny 2 continues to grow. This week brings us a section detailing everything new lights need to know about being a Guardian, from subclasses and damage types to weapons and armor. Check out the third installment here. We'll continue adding selections to this guide covering everything new players need to know. Why not just show them in the game, Bungie? Just show them in the game. I'm going to say it over and over again every single time they bring up this new player guide. Put it in the game, Bungie. Like, redesign the new light experience to give a little pop-up window. Be like, these are your heavy. This is a heavy brick. Okay? This is blah, blah, blah. This is armor. It can do these things. It sometimes can have these things. Just put it in the game, Bungie. All right. Player support report. Character deletion time limit. With update 9.5.0, we implemented a restriction to how often players can delete and recreate their characters. Players can create and delete characters up to 5 times each before hitting a 24-hour mandatory cooldown. Recent known issues list. Please note that only selected issues are listed. We are investigating an issue where players logging into multiple characters of the same class can lose weekly shipments. In the meantime, please make sure you claim any available shipments in Spider's Lounge before logging into alternate characters of the same class. The shader and Darcy weapon ornament in the Darcy bundle doesn't match the shade of blue of the class agnostic helmet. Crucible matches are not progressing the Big Raider weekly objective. Lawless Frontier activities can kick players to orbit if the daily reset time, 9 a.m., occurs mid-activity. The final artillery specialist does not always spawn in Freehold Outpost, sabotage, blocking progression through the encounter. The displayed value of the new gear damage resistance is showing as too low. Combination blow on arc subclasses is not functioning in PvP. Weekly Vanguard alerts challenges are sometimes not resetting at the weekly reset. Lawless Frontier vendor rank up rewards are being unintentionally gated by the Witch Queen's ownership. Unintentionally gated by the Witch Queen. That's funny. If Harrow Dredgen Apprentice destroys a coil as a DPS phase ends, players can become soft-locked and unable to activate another DPS phase. Opening Salvo Volatile mod is not stunning champions when equipped on a sword. Trials of Osiris currently has lobby balancing unintentionally enabled. Players' ghosts can end up in unreachable spots for reviving in the arms dealer. The Covert Ranger cloak ornament does not properly move with the character model and physics. The description of the Vanguard alerts challenges weekly objective incorrectly references general activity challenges in its description. This objective can be progressed with Vanguard alert activity challenges or Grandmaster Vanguard alerts. The Sweaty Confetti combat flare is missing its activation audio. The Opportunist Triumph is not progressing upon completion of all optional objectives. For a more comprehensive targeted list, please view our Destiny 2 known issues and vital information article. Curse of Sorrow. Alright. Here's all these things. Alright. And that'll do it for our first TWID of 2026. From everyone here, we hope you had an excellent holiday and that your new year is off to a great start. Now, to shake all those dawning snowballs out of our boots, Destiny 2 community team. I'm scared to pull this up. Let's Kit. All right. Now go back. All right. That is this week in Destiny. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot this week. I mean, I know that everyone was on vacation and not really working. But you could have had a little bit more, maybe. A little bit of something. But so far, Renegades is a lot of fun. I find that when I have nothing to do in Destiny, there's always something to do, and I look forward to doing it. So I think that Destiny does have a lot of content. I'm glad that The new activities take up a lot of time. Not like take a lot of time as in they take forever to complete, but I want to do them more, I guess, because they're fun. I think that the weapons of this season have been really fun to use. The heat weapons are crazy good, and just awesome to use. And the Praxic Blade and the build options are absolutely bonkers, and I love that it's super strong and that we get to use it in endgame content like the dungeon, which I'm still working on a Slolophalos. And so if you guys do want to see that, you can follow me on Twitch and leave a comment down below if you are interested in watching me do solo flawless, because I'm not very good at it, but I'll do it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this week in Destiny. Thank you all for coming and watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!